At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
It's high, it's towards Johnny Garris. From Tim Beckus is there. Hood's got it away. It's full time here at Service FM Stadium. What a match we've just seen, folks, between Salisbury Inter and the Adelaide Knights. Salisbury Inter twice taken.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's full time here with the score being 2 to Salisbury Inter, 2 Comets. We hope you enjoyed the match and thank you for your participation and support of the Apex Steel Women's National Premier League success.
welcome to Service FM Stadium for Football SA's broadcast of round 9 of the Apex Steel Women's NPLSA season. And we're about to bring you the second match from this venue tonight. It's between Adelaide University, that you can see in the black there, and Football SA NTC. We'll quickly run through the lineups before I tell you about the special guests that I've got here in commentary tonight. For the visitors, technically tonight, NTC are the away side. It's Amelie Miller in goals, a back four of Erin Prince, Sophie Tarasenko, Lucy Wicks and Alicia Gray. In midfield, it's Daisy Drawwater, Ruby King and Michaela Holdcroft. And up forward, Captain Marley Donsberg, Ella Carvalho and Elena Vega, and they are coached by Michaela Lastella. For Adelaide Uni, it's Topaz Pavlicek in goal, a back four of Maddie Box, Macy Borton, Molly Sid and Talia Gromble. We think they're running four in midfield with Captain Alicia Panagakos, Poppy Clark, Charlie King and Chinatsu Ko, and up forward Kelly Tataran and Maya Beggs. Uni are coached by Duncan Song. The referee in the middle today is Lee Pryor, and the assistants are Fazil Karemi and Joshua Farrell. And I'm very pleased to tell you that after the match kicks off, we'll be able to talk to NTC's Maeve Nicholas, just back from China, where she's been part of the Australia under-17 side that has qualified for the under-17 Women's World Cup by reaching the semi-finals of the Asian Cup that was just held over there. Teams about to break out of their huddles. Colours are pretty easy tonight. The all black of Adelaide Uni and the all red of Football SA NTC. Referee Pryor has the ball in hand. And it looks like it's going to be Uni with the kick-off. They'll be kicking from right to left as you see it, and that's to the northern end here at Service FM Stadium. That's Maya Beggs over the ball, and we are away. Ball there has gone out for a throw-in, which will be taken by Gray for NTC. Up the wing, Simmons was in the way, and that's going to be a free kick for NTC just on the halfway line. And Gray takes quickly. Wicks, Tarasenko, they were terrific last week, the centre-back pairing for NTC against Metro Stars. 3-0 win for NTC in that game on the weekend just past. Now, here's an opportunity for Vega. Trying to get through Carvalho. Return ball, Vega just tried to get the shot, but it's been cleared. Tataran tries to help it on, but some calm play there by Wicks. Trying to get the ball through for Vega. Is it going to stay in at will? Simmons has to deal with it, but has turned away well. Simmons now. But up the wing as Vega got in the way. Simmons gets it back out to Tataran. It's been robbed by King. Trying to get the ball back. They've worked it out. Back to Tarasenko. Here goes Drawwater. Leading scorer for NTC so far this season with 3. Gets it back from Tarasenko. Up to the captain, Donsberg. And that's going to go out for a throw. And absolutely, as I mentioned, great to have you on board, Maeve Nicholas.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's absolutely terrific to have you here. And obviously, you've only just got back from Asia, so being rested for the match tonight. But what an adventure. You've gone to Singapore this year, you've gone to China as part of the Asian Cup. Had you travelled much before those two things happened?
Not majorly overseas, only for a couple of family holidays and I guess to the Emerging Matildas Championships the last couple of years, but no, not for anything like this, so well, that definitely an experience.
What an experience. And
yes.
Can I just ask, when you went to China, did you have to meet up with the team in Sydney, or did you and Michaela and Daniel Loud, the goalkeeping coach, was also there? Did you guys just fly directly there and meet up with the side?
Yeah, so I flew over to Sydney and met the team and all the coaches over in Sydney, and then we all flew together over to China.
Throw in the 3rd minute, just on the right-hand side for Uni. Maeve Nicholas, our special guest of NTC and of the Junior Matildas, the under-17. It is the junior, the under-17, or is it the young? I always get it the wrong way around. It is the juniors, the under-17s, who have just qualified for the World Cup. And what about the matches over there? Second in the group, won the quarterfinal against Vietnam, down in the semis against Japan. How did you find the whole camp experience? Sorry, we'll just pause for a moment because here's a chance for KO, who's got on the other side of the defence and has scored for Adelaide Uni. Chinatsu KO got through on the through ball and has put Uni in front. What a start. And Uni, who have found scoring a little bit difficult, have managed to get themselves ahead here now. But it's Chinatsu KO again, her 4th in the WNPL and her 6th in all competitions this season. Throw in for NTC on the attacking right. Here's King. Goes the shot herself, and that's held by Pavlicek, who of course was with the NTC program last year, as were a couple of these Adelaide Uni players. Intercepted. And the ball's come to King here, but has lost out to Clark. Gets it back from Panagakos now. It's back with King now, who goes the shot, and held by Pavlicek. My guest is Maeve Simmons of NTC and the Junior Matildas, the under-17 side for Australia, who have just qualified for the under-17 Women's World Cup, which will be held in Morocco. How about that? You must have enough frequent flyer points to get yourself some free flights already.
Oh, hopefully, yeah.
So, just getting back to the tournament, talk us through that game against Vietnam, the quarterfinal, because that was the game you had to win. You would have known that winning that would have not just put you in the semi-finals, but would have qualified you for the Women's World Cup.
Yeah, so the quarterfinal was always our goal, just to firstly make it to the quarterfinal, but secondly to win it. There was definitely a lot of nerves and pressure on us. You know, we wanted to be the first.
Sorry, free kick there to Ruby King. Go on, Maeve.
We wanted to be the first team of the under-17, like Junior Matildas, to qualify for the tournament. So there was a lot of pressure, but you know, credits to all of the girls. We worked really well together, and they're a great group. So we were very excited as well, and luckily got the job done.
Yeah, that was the winner of Vietnam. It was 2-0, wasn't it, in the end? Yeah. Cross here for NTC, possibly for Gray, but getting the ball back. It's gone out off to Taran, so it's going to be an NTC throw. You're the only South Australian player in the squad. How was it just getting to know all the others? I know you've probably been in camps together before, but you know, is it a bit almost daunting being there on your own as far as, you know, the state representation goes, and all those other players from Sydney and Melbourne who all, you know, probably know each other so much better?
Yeah, 100%. It's always very daunting, especially the first time. You know, you've just got to put the football first and get in there and get to know everyone. But yeah, I really enjoy being with those girls, and they're a really great squad to work with. So I really enjoy going when I'm selected, and yeah, it's great.
Was there a huge celebration after that Vietnam game, or was it sort of your first thought is, oh, we've still got to get ready for the semis and let's worry about that as well?
A bit of both. I feel like we were happy to celebrate, but also it's like you've still got one more game to go and we're still in a major tournament, so the focus needs to be on the next thing. But after we lost to Japan in the semis, it was definitely like we were still proud of ourselves for how far we'd come, even though we lost that game.
It's going to be a throw in for Adelaide Uni. Last touch rule to be off Carvalho. Our guest is Maeve Nicholas of NTC and the Junior Matildas. About to go to the Under-17 World Cup Finals for the very first time in the Junior Matildas history. Now, here's an opportunity for Charlie King. The two Kings facing each other, like on a chessboard, really. But Uni going to have to work it right back to Pavlicek. Simmons is free. Under pressure now, though, from Vega, and it might fall to King. Simmons has made the clearance. It's gone out to the right-hand side, and King again trying to get Biggs going to Taran, but Tarasenko was able to play it back to Miller, who's got time. The Uni forwards just sitting off a little bit. Weeks just holds on. And Maeve Nicholas, I've got to ask you though, Japan, I mean, how good are they? They just look unbelievably slick, and their technical skills look amazing.
Yeah, they're an excellent side. I was quite surprised, but also at the same time not. They've gotten a lot of investment in their football over there, and it really does show like all of their players were excellent. But definitely a great experience to play against one of the world bests.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking forward to the World Cup in Morocco, where you've got Spain, Mexico and Chile in the group, which you guys might need to brush up on your Spanish. It's only not the non-Spanish team in that, non-Spanish speaking team in that group. But do we know much about those sides? Or, I mean, I guess, you know, they've all played in different continental competitions. So we'll just have to, I guess you guys will be on a bit of a learning curve in, you know, whatever the scouts come up with in following those sides.
Yeah, look, it will definitely be a different experience to play teams potentially not from Asia, but we'll do our research as a squad building up to that tournament, and hopefully analyse some of their play and how they like to play, and hopefully that will give us a bit of a head start before the tournament starts. But yeah, it should be an amazing experience. Oh,
I'm sure it will be, and you know, I think everyone in the football community in SA is absolutely, you know, over the moon that you're in the side. That, you know, we always want to see the players that come out of our system, out of this NTC side, do well, and you know, wear the green and gold. And you know, and I believe you wore the armband for a while as well. Is that right?
Yes, I was captain for the group stage game against Japan.
Sensational.
So yeah, that was definitely a highlight of the tournament for me.
Donsberg's just put a ball in, but that's going to be repelled by the Uni defence. And coming through here is Poppy Clark, and has found Charlie King on the right, but the ball's going to beat her out of play. So yes, captain in the group stage against Japan, and that was a bit unfair. We had to play Japan twice. I would have thought the draw working out that way was a bit rough. But did you guys leave as soon as the semi was over, or did you actually stay and watch the final?
No, we didn't stay. We that night kind of took that night to get our bags packed, and then the next afternoon we actually departed Shanghai. So yeah, it was a pretty quick departure.
Did you get a bit of a chance to you know, get some sort of look at the cities that you were in?
Yeah, the day after the game we had a bit of a day off, got a few hours out of the hotel and had a look around while we could.
Fantastic.
So that was nice.
Tarasenko just putting the cross in there, but looks like Simmons was in the way. Here's King. King goes the shot! It's just gone over the bar. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel NPLSA, and the scorer on the One World LED and Sportal System scoreboard. Always a chance here. Goodness me. Ruby King nearly getting in the way of the sponsors read there. The score on the One World LED and Sportal System scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions. It's Adelaide Uni 1, Football SA, NTC, nil, Chinatsu KO. with the goal that currently separates the sides. It's going to be a throw in for NTC. So you did have a bit of a chance, and did you all flew back to Sydney together, and then you flew home from there? Was that how the path home was for you?
Yeah, so we flew the 10-ish hours home to Sydney, and then obviously the Sydney girls were home already, and then we had the extra flight.
KO's broken through again and might make it two. Oh, it's gone across the face. In fact, out for a throw in, but it was a tight angle there, but yet another great run by Uni's Japanese midfielder. Speaking of all things Japan, what was Japan's main, I think, advantage? Was it the touch on the ball, or like was there a particular aspect of their play that you think is sort of sets them apart as a really good side?
For me, like obviously playing against them, it was their technical ability is just excellent. On the ball, yep, their touch, passing accuracy, ball speed, even fitness. They're definitely ahead of the game. But it doesn't mean you can't underestimate anyone or overestimate anyone.
No, absolutely, and I guess they're going to probably be one of the best sides at the World Cup. So having maybe you would feel that having played a side like that, what is there to fear when you go to Morocco and face the sides from other parts of the world?
Yeah, that's it. It was definitely a great experience to have for us girls.
Here's King, who's been prominent so far, but Simmons was in the way. Oh, but it might break back NTC's way. Just nobody able to get position. Panagakos' clearance for the first time hit KO, but this time it's gone out for a throw in. Long up the right-hand side. Carvalho has it, but it's going to go out for a throw-in to Uni. A couple of teammates in the Matildas team that you think we might keep an eye on, potentially coming through the A-League?
Yeah, obviously, Willa Pearson, she's already started in the A-League. The season just gone, and Claire Corbett as well for Sydney FC. Kaya Jukovic for Melbourne City. She's already signed there and doing quite well, as well as Kira Saris and Isabella Racco. They're all standouts. Like honestly, our whole team is a very talented side, and I think they're all will be coming through the A-League at some point. And of course, you've made 2 appearances for Adelaide United as well, so you've had a taste of that competition. So pretty good going. You played in the A-League. You've gone on a couple of international trips, qualified for a World Cup. And as you come through this program, and you've sort of, how many years have you been in it now? Oh, quite a fair few. Started in under 13s in 2021, I think it was.
Okay.
So 5 years?
Yeah.
Maybe 6.
And have you felt, that as you've been coming through the program, confidence has increased, obviously you learn a lot. How does it look for you? Like you obviously just spend a lot of time playing when you're not doing other things you do, like going to school or whatever else.
I think that over time, definitely, as soon as you move up the ranks and through the program, it's been a great development opportunities, shown great development opportunities for me. And then obviously coming into the WNPL is where I feel like gave me some extra experience, and playing against women's players who are very experienced was great for me.
Well, here's a chance now for Donsberg in the penalty area, but it's swept away there by Macy Borton. Throw in for Football SA NTC. Our guest in the commentary box tonight is Maeve Nicholas of NTC and the Junior Matildas. Trying to battle through there is Holdcroft. Has done well to hold on there. Cross comes in, but it might just come to Kale, and it's just gone over her. So here's an opportunity for Vega now. On the attacking right for NTC. Has box for company. But now it's worked out to Tataran. So only gone as far as Wicks, who can reload for NTC. Puts the ball into the area just a little bit too far, and it's caught by Pavlicek, who will look long. Countdown got to 3 before Pavlicek released. And here's Charlie King. So that's really good play. Carvalho now looking at the return ball to Prince. Brings it inboard. It's run into too many black shirts in the end, but it's still alive with Donsberg. He puts in a good cross here and was brought down there by Box and spilled harmlessly enough from a uni point of view to Pavlicek. And are you likely to be back in the NTC side next week? Or are you probably you're still going to cool your heels for a little bit longer after such an intensive program in the the Asian Cup, I should say. Sorry, just pause for a second because here's an opportunity. No, that's going to be cleared. No, it's not. NTC still have the ball here through Holdcroft. Back to Gray. Wicks. Tarasenko, sorry, go on, Maeve.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be back in the side as soon as possible. I don't really like to rest after tournaments, but I've learnt my lessons, so I'm taking a break and hopefully back in next week.
Yeah. And what would you say to any of the younger players? I mean, you know, you're obviously a very young player yourself, but, you know, the 13, 12, 13-year-old players, you know, like, you know, what do you think that, you know, you would say, you know, these are the things that you should do or you can do to sort of, you know, help yourself get to the high levels?
I think for me, just taking on all the feedback you're getting, working really hard at training, and even when no one's watching, doing your best. But I feel like for me, it's been, you know, taking on all feedback from coaches and staff you work with, and just trying to improve as quickly as possible.
Fantastic. Throw in for NTC. KO's going to win it for Uni, but that's gone out off Panagakos for an NTC throw. And what about this NTC group? I mean, obviously every year changes. You know, players come out of the programs that are from the junior teams come into the first team. But it looks a really even squad this year. Like you've got, you know, really good quality all over the park.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's definitely a different squad to previous years, but I think that's been a great thing for us. You know, everyone's definitely got a lot of potential in the WNPL, and yeah, they're a really talented side, and I'm excited to see what we can do this season. Yeah, I was going to say one thing, and they could be on the attack here through Donsberg. Trying to make an angle for a cross, has done okay. Still holding on, Donsberg, chance to square the ball. Or went for goal. Straight at Pavlicek. But what I think's really impressed me this season, I mean, you know, obviously you're fifth on the ladder at the moment. Started pretty well. Been a couple of, you know, ups and downs so far in the season, as you'd probably expect. But I feel like it's a very young side, and a lot of players, particularly this year, have debuted in the senior team. Yes, yep, definitely a very young side. But again, I think that's a great thing for us. Simmons and Vega battling there. That's gone out for a throw-in. And it's going to be taken by Gray. Oh, nice back heel there. Carvalho wanting to get the cross in, takes the players on in the end. Still going, Carvalho. Did really well, but in the end, the numbers told against her. And it's gone through to Pavlicek, who will boot the ball up towards the attacking right, but it's back here with Holt for NTC. Oh, King turns really nicely there. King goes the shot. It was deflected, but again, straight at Pavlicek. And I have to ask, were you able to tune into any games while you were over there that were going on here, or were the times not friendly for that? No, unfortunately, I didn't get, the times didn't quite match up. It's quite a full schedule while you're over there. Yeah. It's either training or playing or meetings. So no, I didn't get a chance to watch much, but hopefully I can make that up in the next few weeks. I'm sure that won't be a problem while you're here. But do you have
Do you have any other meetups or camps before Morocco happens, where the World Cup finals will be, that you know of, where the World Cup finals will be held?
I'm presuming so. Usually we do some domestic camps and a pre-camp before the tournament, so I'm assuming that will be the same for this tournament.
Here goes KO again for Adelaide Uni. He's been operating in that inside left channel, and ball was won there by Tarasenko, but it's going to be a corner for Uni. They currently lead 1-0, and it's a very important match in the... Sorry, no, it has gone out for a goal kick. My apologies. Very important match in the battle for the finals positions, because NTC currently in 5th spot, which is the bottom spot that qualifies for the end of season finals with 13 points. Adelaide Uni in 7th on 8 points. There's a 5-point gap between the teams in the finals and the teams outside. Uni could close that to 2 with a win here. That's how important this match is. Just a bit of a progress score from 2 other matches going on. It's West Torrens Burkalla 1, Modbury Vista 0 at Jack Smith Park. It's 2-0. It's West Torrens Burkalla 2, Modbury Vista 0. That result would put West Torrens Burkalla into 2nd place at the end of this round if they're able to hold on to the win. And West Adelaide are already 2-0 up against Flinders United, looking to complete the first half of the season with a 100% record. Simmons here for Uni. Here's Matty Box. And it's going to run through to Wicks. Tarasenko. Gets it back from Drawater. Now, here goes Prince. Nice turn. Cross is going to be over Simmons, and it might break for King. It's in. Ruby King equalises for NTC. Pavlicek got hands on it, but not enough to divert the ball away from goal. And it's 1-1 here at Service FM Stadium between Uni and NTC. Ruby King has her third of the season, which puts her level with Daisy Drawater as leading goal scorers in the WMPL in 2026 for Football SA NTC. One of the things that has been apparent in this team is that you do really share the goals around. In previous seasons, we'll just pause for a minute because NTC are away again here. Here goes Vega, and it's going to be a corner. You really do share the goals around. In previous season, you've seen some players who have scored big numbers, Grayson Blischke, and before that, I think back to players like, Madriz and all these sorts of, but it's a more even team, but I feel like just about everyone in your midfield and your forward line is capable of scoring.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing. I think that means that more opportunities for us to score and different girls getting on the end of the ball and hitting into that.
A chance here to make it 2-1 from a corner. And it's going to be headed in. It is by Marley Donsberg, and NTC have very quickly turned a 1-0 deficit into a 2-1 lead. The captain, Marley Donsberg, found some space, won the header, and made absolutely no mistake. And she gets her third of the season as well. Speaking of spreading the goals around in the team.
Yeah, excellent.
Well, 3 goals, and we haven't even hit the half-hour mark here. Here's KO. Definitely a player that wouldn't surprise if she was able to get on the score sheet again. Of course, not quite as spectacular as Donsberg's goal last week, which was hit from just about another postcode. Massive long-range strike, but just as valuable. Gray. King has had a good start to this game. Commentator's curse is real, folks. Ball there went straight to Borton. Holdcroft comes through strongly in the challenge with Panagakos there. And here goes King again. And a chance. The flag's gone up against Carvalho. But again, a good move. And some good number 10 play by Ruby King. Pavlicek with the goal kick. Plays it short to Borton. Uni trying to play their way through the midfield, and Clark and Gromball up the wing. It's gone out for a throw though. Closing in on the half-hour mark. And we thank our partner, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel NPLSA, and the Score on the One World LED and Sportal System scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions. It's Adelaide Uni 1, Football SA NTC 2 in the 29th minute. Now, here's King again. And that's a good ball, and there's some space here for Holdcroft. Went the shot, and it's just shaped away out for a goal kick. Now, special guest is Maeve Nicholas of Football SA NTC and the Junior Matildas, bursting to get back into the swing of things here in South Australia after returning from the Asian Cup, where the Junior Matildas reached the semi-final stage. And there's a chance here to make it 3, but Panagakos is going to get it away. There's time here for Holdcroft to put in a good cross there into a good area. And the header from Vega is claimed by Pavlicek. Well, I think I'm scheduled to have your game, have NTC again next week. That's on the Sunday night. Away to Burkalla. We're just Donsberg! It's a good hit. There's plenty of power on that. Pavlicek held. That's a bit rough playing on a Sunday night at 7:45 p.m.
Yeah, don't know if I've ever played a game at that time before.
Got to tell people that, you know, a lot of you guys have to go to school the next morning.
Yeah.
Here's Tarasenko. Out to Prince. Draw order inboard, but it goes back to Tarasenko. Prince, that's going to go out of play. And of course, a lot of players, you know, that have come out of the NTC program are in other WNPL clubs, but it's a good thing for the competition, isn't it? Really, to just have all these players that have come through the program, you know, developed all the skills that they have, and it just makes the competition more competitive, which is, you know, got to be good for everyone.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Yeah, it's always funny when you play against teammates you've played with for years, but yeah, it's definitely a good sense of competitivity, which is good.
Here's Borton. It's intercepted by Holdcroft, draw water. And the ball through from Donsberg looking for Carvalho. Borton's going to bring that away. If she keep it in, she does. Gromball goes long looking for Tataran. They've run out of space, and that's going to be a throw in for NTC. Carvalho just stabbed away from her, and here's King. Cat's King of NTC, King of Uni, I should say. Battling away there is Poppy Clark, but NTC have the numbers. Here goes King again. Trying to get the ball through. Carvalho chases. Pavlicek just comes out in the nick of time. What does a normal week look like for you at NTC? I think a lot of people would be interested in, you know, just how often, you know, you're training and you know, what other things you might be doing as well.
Yeah, so generally it's about 3 to 4 sessions a week. On match weeks, usually 3, and then the game, obviously. Before trainings, usually once a week we do a video session with McCare, and he runs that.
Yeah.
The girls also do some gym sessions at the start of the week, generally more so in pre-season, which is really good, I think.
Yeah.
But that's about it, really. Just training.
And there's going to be a change here for Adelaide Uni, and it's going to be Malin Thompson to come on. I think it's Maya Beggs coming off. Not sure if it's an injury reason or if it's just a tactical change. But, yeah, Thompson's coming on, and there could be a little bit of a reshape here, because I think Thompson will probably go to a more wide position. We shall see. At Uni haven't really been able to get on the front foot much since they took the lead early in the game. But they might here. Can they get Tataran onto the ball? It's just been turned away. Here's King, but loses out. That's Uni's King, loses out to Holdcroft. Good ball wide there by Ruby King, but it's just beaten Donsberg out for a throw-in. And were you with the, now I should remember this, but were you with the Adelaide Uni squad during the summer from the very start of the season, or did you come in a bit later on?
No, from the United squad from the very start of the season, which was really good. I had a couple of overseas trips, obviously, to Singapore and Indonesia before that, which disrupted a bit of the Adelaide United pre-season. But yeah, from the very start, which was very fortunate for me.
Clearance there by Tarasenko. Throw in for Maddie Box. Gets it back, but it's only red shirts in front of her. And here comes Gray. Gets it back from Vega. Good pressure in the middle there by KO, but it's going to fall out to Wicks. Vega again, King. Holdcroft just turns away. Liked the game last week, Michaela Holdcroft against Metro Stars. Very influential in midfield. Donsberg. Just controlled possession across the back. I want to ask you a little bit about tactics, because you're in the NTC side and you've got you play the way that Michaela will set you up. You go to Adelaide United, you play the way that Theo Souness will set you up. You go to the Matildas and there'll be another way of playing there. How are the differences, and how do you find you have to make a lot of adjustments?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a bit of a challenge balancing sort of three different footballing environments, but there is similarities obviously, and it's just about coming into each environment and resetting yourself and going, this is the way we're playing, and this is the team we're with, and this is the structure. So yeah, it's just about kind of reframing your mindset during each training and each game, and then it's a bit easier.
Now, Grumble tries to get the ball forward for Uni, but it's just gone to Tarasenko. And it's with Miller in goal for NTC, who lead by 2-1. And a win here, well, it's the halfway mark of the season at the end of this round, and it's certainly too early to call which teams will be in the finals and which won't, but the gap is going to be pretty big between 5th and 6th. If NTC get the 3 points, they would move up to 16. Adelaide Uni would stay on 8, and only Campbelltown could close the gap this round to less than 8 points in their game against Metro Stars tomorrow. That's if NTC hold on and win here. Here's Holdcroft. Oh, that's well done by Wicks to hold on in the challenge. King. Carvalho gets it back to Prince. Back to Carvalho, just holding possession. Now resetting and maybe looking out to the other side. Wicks. Gray. It's patient. And what about the difference between, like, you know, the goal of the NTC program is to develop players and to, you know, make you all as individuals, I guess, as good as you can be in a team environment. What about the difference between, is there any sort of, you know, I guess conflict is probably too strong a word, but between trying to win matches and trying to develop and actually just trying to play the type of football that, you know, will help you develop more?
I wouldn't say conflict, but there's definitely, we want to win, but it is a youth development program. So that's the main focus for us, and I think all of the girls know that their individual focus is to be the best they can be, but also, you know, hopefully win some games and get higher up in the league. But I think that is the primary focus, development, and that's very much instilled by Michele and our coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, conflict is too strong a word, but yeah, I'm just sort of trying to get the sort of idea of, you know, the fact that there are two not always competing, but possibly sometimes competing goals in trying to play a particular way and trying to develop particular skills, and also focusing on match result as well. But both of those things are coming together nicely at the moment, that's for sure. Here's Miller in goal. We are in the 40th minute at Service FM Stadium. Second match of the night. Earlier we saw a very exciting 2-2 draw between Salisbury Inter and Adelaide Comets. And currently around the grounds, Burkalla leading Modbury Vista at Jack Smith Park, and West Adelaide leading Flinders United at Kilburn by 3-0. It's going to be a throw in to be taken by Gray, who will just have to go back. Under instruction from referee Pryor. Trying to turn there was Donsberg, who's just swapped wings for the moment. Here's Draw-Water, Holdcroft, Donsberg. Well, we just wanted to get back through to Draw-Water, but to the middle, but Simmons in the road. Now it's back with Wicks. Tarasenko and NTC can load again. Now, here's a chance for, they get a strike. Sorry, it was Gray, and it's just gone wide. And what about when you're away? I mean, you know, all your family and friends at home. I mean, you must get so many people, you know, like messaging you, getting in touch, and trying to sort of, you know, get an idea of how things are going.
Yeah, I've had heaps of support, thankfully, and I'm really grateful for all the messages from back home. My immediate family.
Also, here goes KO for Adelaide Uni. NTC defence was stretched for a moment. It's back to Tataran, and the moment might be lost. They've held on to possession. Matty Box gets it back from Tataran. Goes in the middle, but that should be claimed by Miller. Sorry, go ahead.
My immediate family actually travelled over to China to watch, and
oh, fantastic.
I was really grateful for their support over there, because, you know, you never know when it's your last time putting in gold, so it's always nice for them to come and see me playing for Australia in person.
Simmons just having to tidy up under pressure from Donsberg, but Simmons has done well. But just maybe wanted to go against one opponent too many there, and has won the free kick, Molly Simmons. And might have taken a knock for her troubles. Just going to need a little bit of attention. We thank our partner Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, and the score on the One World LED and Sportal System scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions. It's Adelaide Uni 1, Football SA NTC 2. Molly Simmons just getting some attention for Adelaide Uni. Hopefully not too big a problem here. It's Adelaide Uni certainly haven't had a great run with injuries, that's for sure. And they could ill afford for another player to become unavailable as well. Was there a big group of parents and relatives and others that were over there supporting all the players?
Yeah, so for this tournament, I think almost all of the girls' parents and families came over, and that was really nice to have on the sidelines, a bit of a Aussie supporting squad, and you know there was some chants sung, and it was really nice to have them there. Fantastic.
I suppose they became a little group, little family of themselves, all together in the stands there. What was some of the grounds and the facilities you used like?
Oh yeah, really amazing facilities. We were really lucky. Even in the pre-camp, we were in a different kind of place in China nearby. Their training facility was amazing. The place we stayed at and played the group stages, that pitch and the hotel was really nice as well. And then obviously the stadium for the finals was amazing. Oh wow, fantastic.
Well, we were in the 45th minute. I'm going to let you go at half-time. I said to Michaela I'd probably only speak to you for about 5 or 10 minutes and then let you go. And I've had you here for the whole half. But just before we let that go, as an attack here for Adelaide Uni, trying to find an equaliser. Here's Poppy Clark. Oh, but that's just gone out for a throw-in. Well, before we do get to half-time, look, Maeve, thank you so much for joining us on commentary for this game while you're still just having a quick rest before you get back into the action here in South Australia. Congratulations on everything, playing for the Junior Matildas, qualifying for the World Cup, wearing the armband. What a fantastic, amount of things that have occurred that have been absolutely sensational for you, and everyone here in SA, in the community, in football is so happy to see it all. And well done to you, and all the best for the rest of the year and for Morocco.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No worries. Well, that was Maeve Nicholas, who has joined us for the first half of this match, with her NTC side leading Adelaide Uni by 2-1. We are in stoppage time at the end of the first half, and we'll wait to see how much of that will be played. Has been a couple of stoppages, not particularly long ones, so we might be getting into the point of the last attack of the game, and Donsberg tries to get Carvalho going. That might just run out for a goal kick to be taken by Pavlicek. Uni with it all to do in the second half. He started brightly with the goal to Chinatsu Kao in the 4th minute, but goals to Ruby King and to Marley Donsberg have turned Uni's lead into a deficit. Clearance by Tarasenko. It's actually a nice ball here for Donsberg to run onto, and there's players in the middle. Borton was in the way there. Trying to turn away there is Poppy Clark. Here's Gromball. Oh, that's just missed Clark, and there could be pressure on here again. Draw water! Another goal scorer from long range last week for NTC, Daisy Drawwater. It's gone to Pavlicek. Play does continue. Check of the watch by referee Pryor. Panagakos comes through, gets it down to KO. Now, Tataran. Adelaide Uni possibly trying to get a last attack in before the final whistle, before the halftime whistle, I should say, but there it is, blown by referee Pryor. NTC with a 2-1 lead here at halftime through goals to Ruby King and Marley Donsberg. Chinatsu KO with the opener for Adelaide Uni. Should be a fantastic second half here at Service FM Stadium. Don't go anywhere, because after a few minutes of messages and commercials, we'll be back to bring you the second 45 minutes here at Service FM Stadium. Football SA NTC leading Adelaide Uni by 2-1 goals.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
G'day, Hamish here, reminding you everyone has a right to get home safe. There's no text, lost snack, backseat argument or hair emergency that's worth taking your eyes off the road for a moment. This is going to sound crazy, but not even a French fry. Keep your eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and choose not to drive when you're tired, upset or under the influence. Pull over if you need to. And why not take a sec to pledge to drive so others survive? But again, later, when you get home.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
With RAA, proud sponsors of the RAA NPLSA, as Christoph Panendis wins that header. Here's Tabares. It's a touch, but eventually pulled by Vidmar. French hits it again! French with the volley that Harpers could not save. Side finds Mullen. Mullen hits one from distance, and it's in! Mullen with a screamer! Absolute worldie from Mullen.
Goal of the week for sure.
Who has probably just gone and won the game for Playford in the 92nd minute.
Irabona, and it's in the bottom right corner. Captain Fantastic Aladdin Irabona puts his side ahead late in this clash, and are they on their way to 3 points for the first time this season. You didn't know which way it was going to go, who was going to take it, but you knew the final action was going to be the ball in the...
Just trying to calm things down at the moment after that. Lapse in concentration. Ball over the top here for Stam. Will get there first. Will Riley Stam, and he'll chip in brilliantly. At the club of his youth, Riley Stam scoring the first in this one. And what a finish.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
I think the thing that most people don't realise about being a referee is how much we train. We often train twice a week as a group. Then we have coaching sessions where we go through videos and look back at past few weeks. And then any of the outside of training stuff that we do, like our gym work and watching matches back and all that. All the extra time outside of match days are the big things for us. What makes it more than just blowing a whistle is understanding football and all the different layers of football, and then adding on top of that we then have to be impartial and understand the emotion of football, and then find that balance between understanding the emotion and then understanding the laws. I've had a few grand finals that I've been lucky to be a part of, and in those kind of games with the crowds and the energy, I can just tell that the football match that's going on is so entertaining and that I'm lucky to have one of the best seats in the house for it.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local, and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
So the Youth Club Championship, we've designed a structure where the under 13s, under 14s, under 15s and 16s all compete together as one club. They'll play at the same venue, they'll play one after each other. It allows the technical director to be at the venue to help educate and look after the coaches, and also there's a focus on player development.
Players are now knowing where they are at and the pathway to follow each year. If they continue with the YCC, they should be in a position where they can go into senior football. It's a lot clearer around the steps they need to take to keep tracking as a player.
We've created an additional YCC training session or seminar night. All the players involved had the opportunity to do an extra additional skills session development plan, and we had Adrian Stanter coming in to talk about how to become a more professional player from a younger age.
The fact that as a club we are investing heavily in the juniors to ensure that we're putting those tools in place that the YCC is wanting from us, that's certainly bringing around some benefits to the club and to junior development across the board.
Everyone's trying to obtain points for their club, but also with a strong focus on how do we create a competition where players can play against like players.
The one thing I have noticed is it's been a bit more focused on getting the balance right. So, you know, trying to keep the best teams playing against each other throughout the entire year and not having this big disparity between one team or another, one club or another.
So what it has allowed us to do is have quality games every week, which has benefited the competition and given the girls a chance to sort of understand what it's like to play at that elite level. While development is a good focus, the YCC does bring out the aspect of results as well, which helps find that balance for players to transition to senior football.
So I think with the YCC structure now in place, there's become a better level, and with a better level there's been higher intensity within our sessions, and that's allowed for greater development in terms of a player technically, tactically, and that's given them the best chance to keep improving their game.
Yeah, look, I think there's certainly brought around a lot of excitement to the club on YCC Day. The club's buzzing, a lot of the parents and players really enjoy seeing the kids play, and what is really now an elite pathway in junior football in our state.
Something that resonated with me right on the onset was about connecting a budding footballer with the right coach with the right club, and the right club being part of the right football environment. So the YCC tells me that this has been a fantastic implementation by Football South Australia.
Welcome back to Service FM Stadium, where we are bringing you the second match at this venue this evening in round 9 of the Apex Steel WNPLSA competition, and it's between Adelaide University and Football SA NTC. We're about to kick off the second half with Football SA NTC having the kick-off, and they'll be kicking from right to left as you see it towards the northern end here at Service FM Stadium. It was Uni that took the lead in the 4th minute through Chinatsu Ko, their leading scorer this season, but NTC struck back with 2 quick goals from Ruby King and Marley Donsberg. It's NTC on the ball now with their keeper, Amelie Miller. Puts it out to the left-hand side, and here's Erin Prince. Up the wing, Simmons is there for Uni, but good pressure from Donsberg. Here's Carvalho trying to get it back. Simmons is there, but there's going to be a free kick to NTC for Borton's challenge on Carvalho. And it's in an interesting position here. Tarasenko and Wicks, NTC's 2 centre-backs, have come up to try to meet this delivery. It's Ruby King standing over the ball. 3 in the wall for Adelaide Uni. Or could it be the direct shot? It is the direct shot, and that's claimed by Topaz Pavlicek. Long down the middle towards Tataran. Here's KO. Trying to get the ball through there for Thompson. It's been cleared, no, only partially. Thompson has it now. And that ball has gone all the way to Miller. Tarasenko. Oh, and might have the pocket picked. Here's a chance for Thompson. Just wide. Bit of a let off there for the NTC defence. Just some updates from around the grounds. Of course, we had a pulsating 2-2 draw here earlier before this match. That was between Salisbury Inter and Adelaide Comets. West Adelaide currently leading Flinders United 4-0 at Kilburn, and West Torrens Burkalla are 3-1 up against Modbury Vista, and Burks will go into second spot at the end of the round, this round that marks the official halfway point of the season, if they stay ahead of Vista at Jack Smith Park. Ball's just gone out there off Yaziello, who's come on for Uni. Throw in for NTC to be taken by Prince. Yaziello. Here goes Clark. But it's King again for NTC, trying to get the ball through for Vega. And it's been cleared. And it's going to be another NTC throw for Prince. Carvalho tries to turn, but Yaziello won it. And away from King, that's Charlie King of Adelaide Uni. And Burke is onto the field for Uni there, just playing the ball up to KO. I think Burke's come on for Matty Box. But it's back here with Borton. That's not a bad ball, or is it just gone a little bit too far for Charlie King? It's out for a goal kick. So Burke on for Box at the left back position for Uni. And Yaz yellow on for Panagakos. There's 3 changes made for Adelaide Uni. Here is Yaz yellow. I wanted to get the ball through to King there. It's going to be cleared. Simmons to take. Trying to get it up the right-hand side, but it's come back to Molly Simmons. And Yaz Yellow, well, didn't get hold of that, but we have seen Yaz Yellow score from distance. And if she gets an opportunity like that, Uni have every chance of equalising. Ball's headed away there by Birkin. Here's Yaz Yellow again. Wanting to get the ball over to King. Tarasenko was in the way. That's back with Yaz Yellow from Tataran. Out to KO. Looking to work the angle, KO. That's really nice play. Brought it inboard, but there were no black shirts there. And it's been cleared by the NTC defence. In fact, it was Donsberg helping out at the back there. It's going to be an NTC throw. Yeah, Borton gets it inboard, but draw water's there for NTC. Back to Prince, under pressure, but turns nicely. It's out off Simmons. Throw in. Trying to flick on there, but in the way was Borton. It's going to be another Uni throw. Now Simmons can get King going here. Didn't quite get far enough, but King's managed to win possession. They've lost out here, but no, it's been won back by Clark. Back to Borton, and all the way back to Pavlicek. Now, can Uni build something here? Also, Samantha Maudsley's come on for Uni, so that's 4 changes that they've made altogether. They'll attempt to try to get back into this game. And Maudsley's come on for Talia Grombol. Free kick to Uni. Borton. Simmons touches inboard, but Clark's ball was intercepted. Battling away there was Donsberg. NTC throw. Lead by 2 goals to 1. Big result if they can get it in the context of the finals. Could have a gap as big as 8 points. So Campbelltown, if NTC win tonight and Campbelltown City win tomorrow, the gap between 5th and 6th will be 5. If Metro Stars win tomorrow, then they could be the main challenger from outside the top 5. We shall see. Maudsley gets the ball back to Pavlicek. And Burke can turn. KO. Brings the ball in board, but has her pocket picked. King, Holdcroft, just turns. Intercepted there well by KO. Now can Yaziello get going here? Wicks will just be able to play it back to Miller. NTC build again, Holdcroft. Gray. Intercepted. And a nice touch from Tataran to Thompson here. Holds on. Back to Tataran. Thompson moves up the left, but here comes KO advancing from midfield. Tataran. KO. Again works the angle, goes the shot. Oh, it wasn't a bad effort. That's out for a goal kick though. Miller, long towards Donsberg, but Simmons wins the header. Prince there, Drawater. No, it's gone off King, but Drawater gets another foot in. Simmons back to Yaziello. Borton. Looks for Burke on the left. In fact, KO will take over and Burke can keep the run going and receives now. Tataran turns up against Wicks. Burke trying to keep the attack alive for Uni. Clark, but it's been won by Wicks, and now can NTC break? King, Holdcroft get the run going. Donsberg, sorry Carvalho I should say, that kept the run going, but Donsberg's lost out. It'll be a Uni throw. And I think, are we going to have a change made? No, just getting another ball for the throw-in to restart. Donsberg's header. Carvalho. Simmons takes over. Prince intercepts. And now battling in midfield. Donsberg hits the back of King's boot. Borton. Tataran. Good touch. Yaziello. But that's been intercepted. Gets another go though. Tarasenko should be comfortable enough here. Chooses the clearance. Oh, Adelaide Uni haven't had a win in this competition since round 3 against Metro Stars. It's been some good football since then, a couple of draws. Can they find 3 points? Need to score at least 2 tonight if they're going to do that. It's a good start. Round 1 win over Flinders, round 3 win over Metro Stars. They're pretty unlucky in round 2 against Adelaide Comets, I thought. Yaziello! That's what I'm talking about. That wasn't far away at all. There was a win in the Cup in the round of 16 against Western Strikers, but the Cup adventure ended earlier this week at Modbury Vista for Adelaide Uni. And now their focus for the rest of the season, can they find some of that early season form? Injuries hasn't helped them at all in their quest to make finals. Would be the first time since 2019 an Adelaide Uni side has made the finals, if they were able to achieve that. NTC, well, they missed finals last year, but that was the first miss for a few years. And they have a corner now. Yeah, finals in for NTC in 2021, 2, 3 and 4. And this young side looking to bring them back after last year's miss. Here's Holdcroft. Here's King. Borton in the way. Will be another NTC throw. Now, Ava G, who opened the scoring for NTC last week against Metro Stars, I think is going to come on for Carvalho. Change has been made. Still Burkella 3, Vista 1. That game heading towards conclusion. Here's a chance for King, who stayed on side. And here's a chance to score for Vega. It's going to be another corner. Yeah, so Burke's leading Vista 3-1. And that game is coming into the last minute of the 90. So Burks look like taking the 3 points and taking second spot at the halfway point of the season. West Adelaide leading Flinders 4-0. Well, they're always going to be top at the end of this round, West, and they have a 100% record. Here's a corner for NTC. That's going to be out for a goal kick. And while we talk about NTC being 5th, now if they win this match, they'll actually join Comets on 16 points. Comets will have a bigger goal difference. They had a goal difference of +7. And NTC came into this game with a goal difference of -2, but they will be level on points with 4th place Comets if they hold on to the win tonight. But there's a long way to go here, and it's still just 2-1. Here's Gray under pressure from Burke. Burke's won it here and may have won the corner. Or is it a throw in? It was out very close to the corner flag there. I think it's going to be a throw in, which Burke will take. Tatara in the likely target. There it goes. Straight back to Burke to get across it. It's not a bad one now. Simmons is on her own here. Has just had to go back a little to retrieve. And now here's King. Puts it in board. KO turns. Goes the shot. Header by Wicks was important. Not sure that shot from KO did look goal bound. But Uni will have to reload again through Burke. And Maudsley. Borton now. Carries. Simmons under pressure. Good work by NTC. Donsberg. Inboard. Out the wing by Holdcroft, but just out for a throw. That's really well won there by King, but in fact it's a throw, a free kick I should say. Borton now. Chooses to go back to Maudsley. Borton. And it's gone straight to Prince, but the ball's gone out. It's going to be a Uni throw. things can change really quickly in this competition after round 6. Uni went to Campbelltown and got an away point. Looking in pretty good shape at that time, but then losses to Vista in round 7 and to Berks in round 8. Now they're trying to get themselves back onto the winners list. Or at least can they get something out of this game? They've been competitive. I think 2-1 is a reasonable reflection of the play so far to NTC. Here's Maudsley for Uni. NTC for their part, well, they broke a run of losses with their win last week against Metro Stars. The previous weeks had seen them lose 4 consecutive games in both the WNPL and the Cup. Can they make it 2 straight here? Prince with the throw. Tries to get it into the area, but it's been nodded away. Draw water comes through here. Inboard, Yaziello with the clearance. Tarasenko, King, Wicks, Holdcroft. Wicks to Tarasenko. They try to build through King, and now Holdcroft has some space. Gray. G. Back to Gray. They play it back to each other again, and now it's with Wicks. Controlled possession from NTC. Now they try to launch. Simmons is in the way though. Can keep going here. Tries to get the ball inboard to Tataran. Comes out to King. Well, Thompson just had the ball go behind her feet, but here's Yaziello. Here's Thompson again. He wants to work it out to the left-hand side where KO is. Borton. Oh, and that's a bit shallow from Pavlicek. It's found Yaziello. That's gone out though. Throw in. Vega trying to put pressure on Borton there. Into the 68th minute. We thank our partner, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. It's the Apex Steel WNPLSA competition round 9. Action here at Service FM Stadium. And the score on the One World LED and Sportal System scoreboard for your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions. In the 69th minute here is Adelaide University 1, Football SA NTC 2. Donsberg and King for Football SA NTC. KO with the opening goal of the game for Adelaide Uni. His Vega. It's just found its way to Pavlicek though. Long. It's Prince has gone backwards. Tataran might get there first. Tataran 1-on-1 with the keeper. Kelly Tataran scores and makes it 2-2. Well, it's a priceless goal for Adelaide Uni. And Kelly Tataran is back on the score sheet for the first time since round 1 of the season. where she scored on this pitch against Flinders. And what a valuable goal that might turn out to be. Kickoff's going to need to be retaken. Malin Thompson wasn't in position for Adelaide Uni. And NTC's defence, which have been so good last week, just missed their lines there a little in allowing Tataran through. And very experienced player, Kelly Tataran. Once she was one-on-one there, she was always favourite to score. Here she is again with a nice touch to Thompson. Intercepting there was Wicks. Drawwater. Holdcroft. Wicks. Gray. Vega, I should say. Vega! Trained by Pavlicek, but she had been off her line, got back in time. Here's KO. It's going out off KO and Gray can take the throw. 20 minutes. Well, we've already had one match finish 2-2 at this venue tonight. Will it be two? It's going to be a free kick to Chinatsu KO. And what a difference that all makes to the live ladder. That now puts NTC on 14 points if the scores stay as they are. Adelaide Uni on 9. Still a big gap, but gives Uni more life in the race for finals than had the gap blown out to 8 with an NTC victory, which may still happen. There's plenty of time for both these teams to find a winner. KO. Now, Burke here has a chance to shoot. And they just might have tails up at the moment, Adelaide Uni. The fullback, but Burke has scored one this year. That was in Adelaide Uni's 5-2 away win at Metro Stars. And now here's Thompson. Intercepted by Wicks. Holdcroft, nice ball for G. That ball in board's been cut off Burke. Under pressure from Vega. Maudsley does the tidying work. That's a good ball forward, but Wicks will get there first. Miller. Back to Wicks. Uni. It's going to break here for Tarasenko. Wicks again. Now, can they push forward here through Gray? It's back inboard. Clark is there for Uni. But pushing forward there is Vega. That's a good win by Maudsley, but then another good win this time for NTC by G. And whistle's gone. And it's gone because Chinatsu KO, I think it is not moved after a challenge on Adelaide Uni's left. Whistle was blown while the ball was still in play, which does suggest that could be a real problem here. But KO never moved. He's getting some attention. That's sitting up a little bit now. And hopefully no problem for Japanese midfielder and winger who's come to this competition via the United States college system. While we wait to see what's happened with Cow, I can tell you that West Adelaide are now 7-0 up against Flinders United. And really is turning into a nightmare of a season for Flinders. In fact, it's now 8. The same score that Flinders United were on the receiving end of in their most recent match against Salisbury Inter. Their most recent league match. So we're going to have to restart with a drop ball. KO is coming around, is on her feet, and she's coming around the edge of the pitch. Currently probably out of your picture, but behind the goal at the right hand side as you see it. Uni currently with 10 on the field. Now Donsberg, can they make that numerical advantage count here? Donsberg's cross, it's headed away by Borton, and it comes down to Holdcrofter. Ball never really was in a position where it was going to be easy to strike. Simmons. Good win by Prince there. Now, here goes G. G goes the shot. Deflection comes straight back to her, and it's gone out for a throw. Now, Chinatsu Ko looks like she's ready to come back on, and yes, has rejoined play, so Uni have their full complement again on the field. Draw water. Tarasenko has her pass intercepted, but it's an NTC throw. Prince. Just going to be cleared there by Borton, but that's another throw for Prince now, just a little bit further forward. And again. Up the wing, ball in borders come to Clark for Uni. Simmons. Here's Holdcroft, intercepted. King, that's King for Uni. KO, looks okay. Running at the defence, Chinatsu KO. Good win there by Gray, but KO's able to get it back as Gray went to ground. That's a foul on KO now, and Uni have a free kick. And it's going to be KO to take that as well. Referee Pryor just bringing Marley Donsberg back the required distance. Will it be a direct shot from Adelaide Uni's leading scorer this season? Here goes KO. It is a direct shot, and it's just over the bar. Goal kick to be taken by Miller. We have just over 10 minutes remaining of the 90 plus stoppage time to see if either of these sides can find a winner. It's been a good game. Uni have fought back from being behind in this second half. 2-1 was the half-time score to NTC. But Tataran's goal has levelled things. Here goes King. But Simmons has won that. Tries to turn the ball around. Gets the throw. NTC have the numbers here through King. Battling away there with Clark. Still going, King's done really well. But good pressure from the Uni midfield, and Yazielo comes up with it. And gives Charlie King a chance to chase, but Miller's able to get it to Prince. And draw water, it's going to be a free kick to Ruby King. Tarasenko comes up to take. Wicks. Draw water. King. It's King versus King. Now, Donsberg. And a chance for King to shoot. And Ruby King just wide. She's got one in the league and one in the cup this season. Sorry, I should say she's got two in the league, Ruby King, none in the cup. One against Flinders in round 4, and before that against Campbelltown in round 3, when NTC went and won 2-1 at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre. Here's Wicks. Holdcroft. Throw into Uni. It's going to be a free kick to Tataran. Burke wearing the armband. KO. Just loses her footing in the end, gives away a free kick. Probably not a game we would have picked for a 2-2 draw. Or at least this many goals if it doesn't finish 2-2. Uni with just 13 goals from their 8 games and NTC 12. But here they both are, with 2 goals each tonight, and we might not have seen the end of the scoring. Here's Draw Water. Certainly can score, as we've seen this season. King. Burke intercepts. It's going to be a free kick to Gray. King comes over to take. Into the area. Oh, it's been headed backwards. Can Donsberg get onto it? I think that's going to be a corner. Donsberg up to take it. Just 6 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Any goal now could well be the winner. Donsberg swings it out. And header's going to fall out to Ruby King. And the ball to Draw Water was intercepted by KO, who drives forward for Uni and tries to get the ball to Charlie King. Now, Charlie King in a foot race with Alicia Gray. That's going to be a throw-in for NTC. Gray's throw. G. Be another throw. Ruby King gets it forward. Here's Vega. Uni just holding strong on that wing, but NTC are advancing into their attacking half. Here's Wicks. Tarasenko. That ball's going to be Simmons's. Yaziello. Can Burt keep it in? She can. And finds Thompson. Runs into trouble there in the form of Alicia Gray, but NTC have lost the ball. West Adelaide now 9-0 up against Flinders United at Kilburn. We're into the last 10 minutes there. Might be digging into the record books for the last time there was a win that big. Now, there's a player down here for NTC. I think it's Ava G. Going to be okay for the game to recommence. Maudsley looks long. Holdcroft with the header for NTC. King gets it back from Drawater. Runs out of space. Yaziello back to Borton. All under pressure from Donsberg. Borton will be able to get it forward. Charlie King. Well done Tarasenko there. Simmons wins it back. Yaziello under pressure from Drawater. Good contests all over the park. KO. Oh, and that's a huge challenge there by Gray. It's going to be a free kick. Probably a few metres too far for a good direct shot. But you never know. Chinatsu KO can hit them. There's 3 in the wall, just in case. 4 in fact for NTC. Looks like Thompson's coming off for Uni. They're going to make a late change here and bring on a 5th substitute in Bree Hammersley. Meanwhile, we wait for KO's strike. Hasn't been too far away with her efforts since opening the scoring, KO. Goes the shot. It's going to be held by Miller. Up towards Donsberg. Simmons will just nod it out. We have 1 minute to play plus stoppages. 2-2 in the first game here tonight between Inter and Comets. 2-2 between Adelaide Uni and Football SA NTC right now. Now, here's King after some battling between G and Simmons. That's going to result in an Adelaide Uni free. Borton to Maudsley. to Maudsley. KO, an errant pass for a change, and Holdcroft has it. Simmons gets in the way. Coming through strongly was Tarasenko. Hold again. King has a player out wide, and there's a chance to get a ball in here towards Donsberg. Simmons was there. G goes back to chase. Burke puts it out. We're into stoppage time now. NTC are going to make a late change. Tegan Mihailov is going to come on. And I think it's Holdcroft coming off. I just have to check. No. Try to get eyes on it when I can. Charlie King. Now it's come back NTC's way through Prince and Ruby King, but Maudsley has it for Uni. Well, Pavlicek didn't get hold of that at all. It's a 2-on-1, but it's Mihailov fresh on the pitch that has it. Prince. Important win there by Tarasenko. Holdcroft wanted to launch. It might stay in for Ava G. It does. G now up against Burke. Burke will concede the throw. We've played 90 extra seconds. And NTC now bringing on Ashlyn Cornolo. Holdcroft coming off. And Donsberg is off. Referee Pryor says you can start again now. Big clearance towards Tataran, who brings it down. Charlie King intercepted by Wicks. Ruby King for NTC. G holds on. Ruby King. It's good defensive work, but that's a really big win by Yaz Yellow. And now Charlie King brings it forward. But another big win, this time by Alicia Gray, and Yaz Yellow puts it forward. Charlie King is down now. There's been some attrition in this game. And is going to need some attention. Well, just a reminder that we thank our partner, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, for bringing you this broadcast in the Apex Steel WNPLSA season. And the score on the One World LED and Sportal System scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions in stoppage time at the end of the second half is Adelaide University 2, Football SA NTC 2. We're now into the 4th minute of stoppage time, but of course there's been stoppages in stoppage time. We're going to restart now. It's going to be a free kick to Uni. Now, here goes Borton. Simmons. Inboard, but it's been turned over. And here's Cornolo, Mihailov. It's gone back to Tarasenko, but that was read by Tataran. Now trying to burst through there was Hammersley, but it's fallen back to Mihailov for NTC. Once again, there's really good battling by both sets of players all over the pitch. It's a free kick to NTC. Tarasenko now. Will she go long? Up the left wing. Charlie King's in the way. Now that's well won by Hammersley. But it's back with Wicks. Cornolo tries to take on Yaziello. Does well to hold on there. Throw in. I think we're very close to the final whistle now. Simmons to throw it up the wing for Uni. Away by Prince. Now, is there a final chance for an attack? Ball put through there by Vega, and maybe there's a chance here for a goal by Ava G. Oh, it's gone just wide. Oh, it was a huge chance for a winner. Ava G did so well, but just on the angle there, just pulled her shot across the face of goal, and NTC are denied a late winner. It was as close as that. Pavlicic's goal kick. We've played 6 extra minutes, and that's as many as there's going to be. Referee Pryor blows full time. A very entertaining and hard-fought match here between NTC and Adelaide Uni has finished with the points being shared in a 2-2 draw. It was Chinatsu KO that opened the scoring for Adelaide Uni in the 4th minute, but then 2 quick goals in the 25th and the 27th minute took NTC from deficit to advantage. Those goals were scored by Ruby King and Marley Donsberg, and in the 70th minute it was Tataran, Kelly Tataran, who made it 2-2, and that was the end of the scoring. 2-2 in both games on this pitch here tonight. In the earlier one, it was Salisbury Inter 2, Adelaide Comets 2 as well. The round concludes tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. kickoff, and the match there will be, yes, it is a 4:30 p.m. kickoff. Join me then for Metro Stars versus Campbelltown City at TK Shutter Reserve. A new international signing will be making a debut for Metro Stars tomorrow, so don't miss that game between Metro Stars and Campbelltown City at TK Shutter at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. But for now, it's good night. Look forward to joining you again for the conclusion of round 9 of the Apex Steel WNPLSA season tomorrow night.